Hello everyone, it has been a long time since I've last filmed. My room is completely different because we moved. My husband is retiring from the military after 22 years. We picked Georgia to set our roots, get back to my southern style of grits, boiled peanuts, sweet tea, although I really don't like sweet tea. Shh. I don't really do craft room tours, and I'll tell you why. They're intimidating. When you go to people's channels and do craft room tours and they have their whole room is custom built with shelving, with a workstation, with this, with that, with custom cabinetry. I mean, that's like, yeah, I'm jealous, sure. Don't think that if you don't have some custom, beautiful, shiplapped wall, man, I'm a lover of shiplap, but I'm too lazy to do it. Don't think if you don't have those kinds of setups, you can't do what you love. When I first started, I was on my dining room table. I had all this crap, like my cuddle bug and paper and all this stuff would always sit on my dining room table. I never ate at it, but I could craft at it. I have to have some top of the line, custom built, architectural, interior design craft room. Craft in your closet. Do it where you can do it, where you feel good. Use what you got. Don't be spending all your money unless you got it. Unless you want to spend it. Do I fault people that have custom, beautiful craft rooms? Of course not. Would I take one? Yes. If anybody wants to donate that to me, sure. It really doesn't matter where you do it. It matters what you do and do what you love. All right. So let me get into showing you my kind of new space, and I'll show you, the resources of where I got this stuff, and maybe that will be helpful to you. Maybe it won't, but let's go see. Before I show you, I want to take a few seconds and thank the sponsor for today's video, Skillshare. You guys know how much I love them. I especially love Jane Davies, and this is a recent class I took of hers, painting penguins, and I just love it. I love her unique way of watercoloring, and here's what I actually made from her class. But Skillshare is not just about watercolor. I'll show you in a minute, but these are all the things that I have painted over the last several months, incorporating various classes and various instructors, all in the watercoloring genres. The first 1,000 people to use the link will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. All the information is in the description below. So be sure to check that out and see if it's your jam. But listen, I was curious, so I typed in the word cooking. Look at all these cooking classes, right? And you can do it by cuisine, what you're interested in. So good grief. Go over to Skillshare, try my link, type in a keyword, and go to town. All right, so I'm like standing against the door super flat and uncomfortable to try to give you a quick peruse of my room here. Okay, this is kind of it. It's a spare bedroom. So this is, I've reused everything I had in my craft room. Everything is all reused. The only thing that's new, and it's because the house, they left it with the house, is this like white dresser. I'm pretty sure it was from IKEA. They left it with the house, so I put it in my craft room. That is the only thing that is new that I haven't already had. So let me get to it. So this is gonna be where I start my inspiration wall of art that I like or that I've made. This wolf was made by Peppermint Patty, Karen Ackes' daughter. She is amazing. She sent this to me when I lived in Connecticut, and I love it, and I framed it. It's just gorgeous. These other two prints are things that I've made. So I'll, just get some cheap frames from Walmart, from Target, from Amazon, from the flea market, wherever. I don't even know if they have flea markets anymore. Estate sales. Get inexpensive frames your favorite art, frame your cards, frame whatever. You can create a whole fun wall, all right? So that's what that's gonna eventually be. Obviously, it's not much now. Here are my inks, my Catherine Pooler inks. Nothing has changed here. The units here are from Organize More. Of course, that's my son Hippo. He did it when he was 4. He hates it. I love it. So naturally, it's going in my craft room. All right, let's take a look at my desk. I'll move my chair out of the way. Max. Hi, Max. This is a desk that my husband actually made for me. We went to, when we lived in New York, we had a salvage yard that had all this old, beautiful wood. So the top was an old door. The bottom was doors from a Catholic school. So through labor, and he made me this beautiful desk, and I love it. These little doodads in the inside, those are all from Target. On my desk, I've got a little letter opener you can get from anywhere. I probably got mine from Target. That just holds whatever I'm working on. I'm a big fan of cups to use for whatever. So these are all just various cups that I have. I mean, are you a hoarder of coffee mugs? Because I am. So they have the paintbrushes I use most often. Let's see, pens and tools and whatever you think goes in your cups, whatever you reach for the most. So I'm a big fan of using cups. You likely have them. No need to go out and buy something special. This little guy right here turns. This is from scrapbook.com. And I got it on sale. It's great. This is a light I got for Christmas one year off of Amazon. I put it on my list, but it has different light settings, brightness, soft light, warm light, etc. This is my Arkon mount for my desk. It clamps onto the back of my desk, and that's how I film. So the traditional one just comes, you can either have one that sits on your desk or you can have one that clamps, and it comes with this and two arms, and I just bought, no wait, 3 arms, and I just bought one more, something like that. All right, we've got my standard, that's a coffee cup warmer. When you set your coffee on it, keeps your cup warm. Amazon. I got my keyboard, blah, blah, blah. I have a monitor because I'm half blind now, and it's connected to my computer, which I'll show you in just a second. But I do all of my work from this monitor so I can see. I have a little webcam for when I do the Eat, Sleep, Craft Your Retreats and other things that on Zoom. I use that. This is a microphone that has a little duct tape around it. And that's how I, again, Amazon. I have this little basket that's still currently at Target, and that holds my computer and all the cables and doodads that hook into my monitor, into my printers, etc. This table right here, antique store. We have the Expedite unit. I think now it's called something else. You can have it all as like a big open bookcase with cubbies, or you can add drawers and cabinet doors, which is what I did. Little guys are from IKEA. I keep all my cardstock. Let me get a little closer. I keep all my cardstock, not all of it, but just sometimes it's nice to have a little splash of color in your room. So I just put color in rainbow order in a little letter tray from IKEA. These little clear guys are fridge bins. They're actually were made to, I believe, for your refrigerator to help organize it. But I have this one that holds all of my cards that are all made, and I have it categorized. All of my stamps and dies are now in this one, and it's one big wide one, so it holds all of the large stamp sets and die sets and the smaller ones. And then over here, this is the same one as the one that I hold my cards. This just holds all my pre-cut cardstock and colored envelopes that I buy. I don't make my envelopes. I certainly could, I just don't. This is like a little step-up shelf. I think I got it from Organize More a long time ago, and this is what I have left of my colored powders, of my Nuvo drops, and anything like mixed media-ish. It's made it to here. This is an old box I got from an estate sale. It's got a little compartments in it. Boxes are great things to use for storage or whatever. But anyway, I just stick it here in my pattern paper. Harry Potter will always and forever be in my craft room, so you see him there. These are my Nuvo pastes. They simply just did not fit over here, so I extended them to over here, and I don't know, I've got some more spaces to use and whatever. All right, so this is a pegboard. Now listen, I want you, if you want a pegboard, all right, and there's a story about that purple tape I'll tell you in a second. If you were interested in a pegboard, IKEA has pegboards, of course, but their slats are like long and narrow, so it's very hard to find little hooks and stuff, like standard hooks and stuff, unless you get them from IKEA. So this is actually a piece that my husband found at Home Depot. So look at your Home Depot and Lowe's and look for a pegboard. I swear this was like $5 or $10. I had him make me these like wooden shelves, and it would look so much better if it had stuff on it, but it doesn't. The story with that purple tape is I had stuck up a piece of art that I had painted that I love, just to see if I wanted to frame it, and I guess over the night it fell down, and when I came in the next morning, one of my animals had eaten it. Thank God I scanned it, but it's the original, and that's like gone, so. The last thing I have is this is an old sewing table I got from an antique store. This is a hollow door. That hollow, light hollow door I got from Home Depot, and I just stained it. So that's my craft room. Hodgepodge of stuff accumulated. I like it. It works for me. So find what works for you and roll with it. Any of the items that are still available that I have, I'll link below, but use what you got. If you got it, use it. If you don't use it. I'll see you next time for my next video.